And we're also joined by the winner, Jan-Krzysztof Duda. Huge congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, how do you feel right now?
Yeah, I'm of course extremely happy and joyful that I have managed to win the tournament. But I'm very my today's performance was very, very bad, I think. And yeah, I would love actually to forget about the games I played in Rapid because yeah, I mean the first game was kind of unexpected a little bit to me because somehow I wasn't feeling very comfortable during the entire game, more or less, because somehow I don't believe in symmetry. I mean, in a sense that white. I don't believe in side who is slightly better in symmetry. I always find symmetry, to be like drawn. That's why, for example, I play Petrov or Berlin and so on, because in general, I just don't believe that you can have problems. And here in this QGA, I mean, okay, white is of course for choice because he's better developed, but on the other hand, I mean, being black, I would probably feel more comfortable, just to trade everything, clinch, and make a draw. Then with white, somehow I was like, I mean, that draw is fine, but, also it's not really Shak position. So, yeah, I was uncertain about myself. But then he blundered and went for this very interesting, actually, queen sacrifice. I didn't believe it was working, but somehow I totally lost it. Like I had, I think, something like 3 minutes and just couldn't calculate any single sensible variation, I think. I mean, I just kind of stopped. I mean, my brain stopped working and I was basically burning time and couldn't calculate anything sensible. And I basically didn't know what to do. And I played a little bit randomly, as if I had, 10 seconds or something. So, and of course, losing this position, like in 3 moves or something, was very, very disappointing. But the thing, I regret the most was that, if you don't know what to do, then why not to, push your pawn forward? I mean, I just didn't cross the idea of playing, c5, c6, which is very shameful, and it's basically the reason I think I lost this game. Also, I was calculating actually to. I was thinking about giving up my queen for the rook, and definitely slightly worse than the game. Probably it was more sensible. I mean, anything was, of course, better in hindsight than losing in 3 moves. And but I think this defense was was brilliant by him, and and it actually worked wonders. In the second game, I wasn't really playing all in with black, but I was thinking, that it makes sense just to complicate things, and but the issue was that I kind of was blundering everything. Somehow I thought this queen c7. I believe this queen c7 to be smart, just forgetting about queen b3, rook d1, which is I think very bad for me, actually. But he instead chose to sacrifice on e6, very, very Shak-like. And and I was kind of happy actually with this position, but didn't quite know how to proceed. And actually, casting queenside was was the best for me, and I was calculating it. But there, I had to. I would have to, give up my extra piece, and I really didn't want to do this. And I was like, so okay, I will play this rook d8. And after that, everything collapsed very quickly because I was basically blundering everything. I think I underestimated knight d5 first of all, and then of course I blundered queen h3. After that, I blundered queen h4. Of course, my position was hopeless, but then I blundered knight f4, of course. After queen f7, I also didn't see knight h5 check, but the way he played was even better, I think. So overall, it's very, very pathetic game. And yeah, and I didn't believe, in my chances in Rapid. Also, I was kind of extremely frustrated and had a feeling that even if I, somehow would have somehow pulled it off in my white game, then like with black, I wouldn't stand any chance. So to win on demand. So I just decided, okay, I don't wanna, feel this frustration anymore, and just chose. Actually, the only line I could think of, to make a forced draw with white against Shak. Yeah, and after that, I just basically decided, to play in Blitz, because in Blitz, I was feeling actually entirely different in comparison to Rapid, and of course it's kind of pathetic. To abandon my chances in Rapid, but as said, I really wasn't feeling like, and I didn't believe I can come back. So yeah, and it basically paid off, one can say. With black, I played this Vienna, which I was actually, preparing like in a lot of my games, but didn't have any chance to play it. But somehow I also got kind of confused, sort of forgot what to do, and but I think he erred somewhere, but of course it's like very complicated all the time, and yeah, and I think I was extremely lucky. Actually, it was so unexpected that it was funny, because I was very proud of this bishop c6 move, but then panicked, because after bishop takes e4 there is bishop e8. After that, I just thought, I can take on e8 and have decent compensation for the queen. But then somehow, bishop g6. I found this bishop g6, which looks kind of. Random maybe is not a fair word, but like totally unexpected and kind of very strange, but just winning on the spot. So it was, of course, basically I would say match clincher, because you can always lose with white, but I didn't believe I can do it, to be honest, but also wasn't very happy with the way I played in the second game. And was also kind of lucky, that this rook takes e4 tactic was there, because I didn't see it in advance.
I'm not sure I'm going to agree. You were lucky. You played a fantastic final, Jan-Krzysztof. And yesterday, you told us you were feeling tired, and after a long tournament, obviously it's 8 days, so it's Friday night. Are you going to celebrate this?
Yes, a little bit, I guess. Yeah, honestly, by now, I have no idea how I would do it, how I would celebrate, but I'm very happy, of course, to win this tournament. And this match also kind of reminds me of my match against Magnus, which had a was very similar in a sense that, but it was like, I was like him, like Magnus, that I won the first match rather convincingly, then somehow in what seemed like, to be like a one match, won the second match, then I lost 2 games and just had to play this Blitz. But yeah, I said it was just different energy for me. I was feeling extremely motivated in Blitz, and in contrast to Rapid. So yeah, I have no idea how I will celebrate, to be honest.
We think you deserve a big celebration, Jan-Krzysztof. Winning your second tournament this season on the tour. Huge congratulations.
Yes, thank you.